Hello everyone, and welcome back to Timberborn. Lavender Glade is growing. Last time we got these water pumps in and we started working on getting some infrastructure in to help keep more water in here, because we can only get to a certain level because of all of the dips and valleys that come underneath of here and don't allow the water to stay in. So we are working on that. We also are working on getting this particular hole over here that is underneath this little rock area kind of segregated so that the water doesn't just drain down into there during the dry periods. We do have the unstable core over here that is hiding, that is about to implode this area over here. And I just realized something. As soon as we do that, that is going to fill with water because of the hole it creates. I don't know that we necessarily want that. So especially we don't want bad water in there. I wonder how tall that actually is. We're going to use a levee, and we're going to throw that in right there. Oopsies, not two. Just one. We just need one. We're going to high prioritize that. They should be able to build that pretty quickly, hopefully within that first couple of days before that implodes on us. Let's go ahead and start going, because we are not actually running yet. And then the game stutters on us immediately. I think what we're gonna do today is start moving some of this industry over to here. And I would also like to try getting to metal smelting, because smelting would be a very good way for us to we don't have any open beds either. So we might think about opening that guy up. Or we could just build a couple more smaller houses over here. But I think this is probably our best bet. We're just going to put it low on the totem pole. I think we're okay for right now. We also should probably look into an observatory. If we put it here, it could be run by this geothermal vent or field, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, they're working on that, closing that off. That'll hold our water a little higher there. Are we coming over here? That is done. Good. So when this implodes, then we won't have quite as much of a issue. But I think what we want to do is right here with this geothermal field, I think we want to move our industry, our wood industry, over to here, because all of our lumber and everything is right there. So I think that would be a good way for us to go. Then if we were to... I'm almost thinking we just run some piping over into here and plant our stuff over here. It wouldn't be on green grass, and we could plant more trees around this because we can reach all the way out to there. We're probably never going to get anything back in here. So if we ran some pipe from, of course it can't be just like that. I'm also thinking if we could take this down a little bit, we could throw some windmills up on there, and that would help expand the ability to put things over there. I don't know if we need to do that anymore. Let's go ahead and Look, we need... Do we want to run it that way or do we want to run it this way? Okay, so that's 120, 50, 50, so 270 for those guys. And this is a total of 400. That's 250. That's gonna put us over what this thing can handle. But there is some automation I think that can handle that. That would only let us a relay flow sensor. Oh wow, power meter. That's cool. A speaker. Oh, 0.2 days. I thought there was one that let you... Maybe it's that resource counter. Let's not miss this one. Ooh! Oh yeah, that would have filled that whole entire area with water. If we hadn't have done that. Wow, look at all the stuff that's in there. I mean, I knew that we knew that there was stuff in there, but maple syrup and extract and a lot of explosives. Ooh, you know what that means. Treated planks and grilled chestnuts. You know what that means. If we had enough planks, we could make tunnels. If we had tunnels, we make tunnels, we could come down in here and shunt our badwater from this thing down underneath. I know there's a hole here that would do it rather nicely, but I don't know that that would contaminate a lot, but it would start us down. I'm gonna leave that for right now. We'd have the capability of making 200 tunnels with as much. There is that other little bit of explosives that's already working as well. Okay, we were over here. So let's go ahead and throw in a path. That tree is going to cause us a problem, isn't it? Looking at this, we could water wheel on this and then add that to this power, if that makes sense. And give ourselves quite a bit of power. We would need to come up. We need to get up here somehow. We'd have to come up on this side, it looks like. We already have stairs right there. Always with the little trees in the way. Right? And then we would need to be able to get down to here. Oh my gosh, look at this. We can fit 2 in there. I don't know why, but I don't remember there being such a wide footing on them. Holy cats. Look at that. And then we would need a staircase down on the other side as well. We don't need to go all the way because they can. All right, so that's a long-term strategy. Then we will need to build a power line coming down off of there. We don't want to block this, so we probably want to come back in here somewhere. And do like we need planks for this as well. Theoretically, we could come down this side. Of course, that one right there is right in the way. We probably want to come up and over this so that we can oh, that's not in line, but that's where I want to be. So let's try this again. Okay, and then if we've got power. I know it's probably doesn't seem like it's worth it to do that, but I don't want to block access to that aquifer over on that side, so that we have to build another way over. Probably should make that all verticals, but this early in the game we don't have a lot of that. Perfect. Look at that. That is a wobbly mess. Oh crap. A drought is approaching. Okay, how have we come on our assorted things. We're almost done there. Up here we are complete. Yay, yay. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. That'll hold more water up in here. That has raised the water level over here quite considerably. I do think we probably want to get some storage over here for some water. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in one of those guys right there. We can't change the door on that one. Are you sitting on your bottom with nothing to do? Go find something else to do. It says we have 5 jobs that are unworked. So go find something else to do. We do have 2 empty beds. Did they build that house? Nope, they didn't build that house yet. So we've lost a couple of beavers while we've been messing around with this. All right, we are going to need a path out this direction. So let's go right past this guy. This guy, how far can he reach? Is he cutting these things? No. You know what? We might just come and put in another one right there. That'll put him closer to these guys over in here that we want to start working on clearing. Need to get rid of that and that. Very good, very nice. We also need to get rid of this. All right, so we've got our builders working on a lot of projects right now. That is all complete, so we no longer will lose a ton of water into there. Water will flow through there and still go down the vent, but it will not all seep into there, so we won't lose all of this water. We might have wanted to put one of these as a floodgate. We'll take a peek at that in the next, just to have the ability to drain some of this into there. But I think it's okay for right now. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna pop priority on this guy and have them start clearing all of that stuff. We do have quite a few closed lumberjacks this way because we were trying to rapidly clear over here. Hopefully the drought will clear out some of this. All right, and then if we had access to this, we could start working on the drain. I think I want the drain to be over here and just run straight back. Then I'm also thinking we have the same option. We could just run tunnels back to that tunnel. And then block this edge off and just have it run all of the bad tide that way. That would take care of these 2 over here. Then we've got these ones here. Which we would need to block this. And then over here, and then we could just shunt directly off the back there. If we imploded that, took out that. Beaver is injured. But we have multiple hospital beds, don't we? We've got 2 hospital beds right there. How'd you get injured, Duder? Oh! Geothermal is up and running. Oh, I was gonna say they didn't. They did do the corner one. Okay, we've got one day until we are in drought. I know. I think most of our empty jobs are right here. Yeah, 6 of them. Our water tanks are full. We are on cycle 6, day 14, so I don't think it can be a super long baddie of one. All right, next up. How are we coming over here? Are these guys are sitting on their butt because I bet you their storage is full. It is. You know what? For right now, we're just going to throw down scrap metal because I want this to go away. So I prioritize that. Oh, hey. Let's get that going. Because they'll be able to gather the chestnuts there. How are we coming over here? We slated that for maple syrup, but I don't think we have any maple trees. So let's go ahead and plant a little patch of maple trees there. And let's make sure it's not cuttable. There we go. Here we go. This guy is getting this taken care of. Boosh. Oh, they got these built over here. No doors and no power. Okay. All right, we also are going to need storage over here for all of the things. And there's a tree in my way. Take those out. That will let us put one there. Oh, whoop, pause. All right. We need to come over here and we need to click our lever 1. Switch on. Right? That should mean that all of our floodgates go slamming up over here. Right? We did link them to... No, we didn't link those to that. What are these all linked to? These ones down here? Yes. Ooh, 8 days. 8 days is what we got. All right, that should have shut these ones here, right? And this one here. Yes. I think I've said that now 3 times, but they did get that done. I think I'm going to tie these to lever 1 as well. Oh, wait, no. 0. Let's leave that. And this one is already tied to lever 1. Very good, very nice. Okay. And then let's see here. That gives us quite a bit of water up there for them to pump. This is kind of like superfluous water. But let's go ahead and give this guy something to do. Log storage is almost full, which is crazy. Very rare. Oh, look. Oh, look, oh, look. This one, how is it too far from district? If we come up like this. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but there we go. Oh my gosh, that one. But yeah, these ones over here are not too far because the path came right to there. Craziness, craziness. I think I want to focus this guy's cutting over here to giving us this swath like that so that we can get up to there. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. I think we can unmark a whole bunch of this area. There's nothing left on it. It's just, whoops, how did I miss that one little line? Oh, those ones are marked to cut. Did I or did I not come over here and unmark these? Or was I so silly that I marked them? Because that seems like it would be par for the course. That seems like it would be totally a just thing to do. All right. So how are we coming on the chestnuts? Doing all right. No door, it says. We already have gears going over here. I'm going to pause and pause. Right? Because now we've got these guys over here doing its thing for us. All right. So let's put one there. If we come over one, we could fit one back here as well, but we need to get, oops, no cutting. We need these trees to go away for that to happen. All right. These guys require a gear, 2 planks, and a log. We did kind of just plant those maple trees right where we were going to put some more industry. But it's okay. It's fine. It's all fine. I don't think we have a woodcutter out here. I'm going to pause that guy. And I'm going to move one out here. We have so much lumber. All right, I'm going to put this as logs. And then I'm going to put this one as planks. And then I think we also could probably get away with, no, we can't because there's a thingy right there. We're going to need a, of course I can't there either. What is going on here? Why? Let's put it right there, I guess. And we'll make this one for gears. Okay. Very good, very nice. Apparently I did not unmark these ones here for cutting. Let's go ahead. I'm going to move the maple trees. I know! I just put them there, but I'm going to move them now. How far can this guy go? All the way to the thermal, to the power line. So I am going to take advantage of that. Okay. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Oh, you know what I never did? I never shut down the water pumps. That would have been detrimental in a super dry period. All right, next up. Oh, look, he's getting our path work done over here. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Yeah, he can reach all the way to there. So let him work that, and then we'll have him clear out all of that. I think we might have to put in another forester here if we want to continue with that there. What is this over here? One little blueberry bush, like way over here. All right. Forester is planting up that. Very good, very nice. Can this gathering hut not reach? No, it can. Why isn't it collecting though? All right, one thing we don't have now that we probably need to put in is another grill. If we've got grilled chestnuts available now, we need another grill. Where are we going to put that, though, is going to be the operative thing. I'm thinking that this is going to become the food-centric area. And I would theoretically like to get... Oh, see, all the water is drained from here. That we actually might think about putting in a floodgate, maybe on this side. That would allow us to slowly let this water over here into there. As of right now, we don't have a reasoning for why we need all of this to stay green. So we could drain that water there into there without a problem. We have unfortunately blocked our path to that area though. Although we could come across right there. If we put in a path over here. We could just take up this one. And put in a floodgate right there. They're coming to collect those materials. Of course, now that put those materials out of reach. 7 logs. All right, so let's nice game. Nice. Like, what the heck? They're just as out of reach now. I guess they're logs, so it's not really that big of a deal, but what the what? Like, really? That's hilarious. All right, our well over here is starting to look a little bit low. All right, we can go ahead and connect up our path here now. And we can leave that open for... Oh, there's a hole there. Future expansion over there with that aquifer well. That is over there. I just realized we're probably going to need a path this direction as well. All right, and this guy needs some cutting put back on him. So let's have you get rid of all of that stuff. Please and thank you. Almost got all of that planted. I wish there was a way to like automate this. Are do the trees have chestnuts on them? No, then the gathering flag shuts off. I suppose you could set it on... Is there a timer function? I don't even know. We're gonna have to figure that one out. See if they'll plant that one. I'm half tempted to come over here and throw in another forester down here and deforest all of this, or forest all of this. But do we really need that? I don't know that we do. At least not at the moment. How's our food coming? Our food seems to be holding rather steady. I think we probably need... That's carrots, carrots, carrots. We only have 2 farmers in each of those. We were discussing putting another farmer down here, though, weren't we? I swear we won't need another berry ever. All right. So let's kind of... Let's connect this up over here so that they can get to those storage houses. Which I think need to go up another level. So let's go ahead and put that in. So that they can work on that in the background. All right, how are we doing this? Bum, bum. How am I doing this? I think we have to do a... Oh, the spiral staircase is not even what we can do. Okay, how did I mess this up so drastically? I need ladders. I miss my ladders so badly. What the heck? How did I expect to do this? That's grilled potatoes. That's regular potatoes. Well, that's kind of silly. I think that's gonna need a rework. rather badly a rework. We have 1 day left in this drought. We have 2.3k water. These guys are still pumping a little bit, which we had full tanks to begin with, so that water basically has lasted us 8 days to keep everything, well, everything almost full. No, everything full because this one wasn't full. Let's go ahead. I would like to see another carrot here. We're going to do a potato here. We're also going to do a potato here. Now, this probably is going to get reworked or moved. That one I'm going to leave as I don't know for the moment. Did we get all those potatoes picked up though? Yes, yes we did. Okay. Oh. Oh, the bottom is starting to dry out. You can kind of see it. Just a teeny tiny little bit in there. So if we've got full water in here, can we get this built, please? And we are going to put it at 6.5. I don't know about you, but I could have swore I just saw that beaver just like come across from over here. Like he jumped the river. I don't know. I saw something. I don't know what I saw though. They got that staircase in. They got all of this over here built. Very good, very nice. Logs, planks. We are going to go ahead and put in a few more storage buildings. Can we fit? The little trees are causing an issue, and the drought has ended. So we can reliably go 8 days without a problem. Now, you know what I just realized? We can't automate this one. This is why this one was not automated. Is because that meant that our Man, it takes such a long time for that one to fill up that well. We can't open everything else at this point because the water hasn't started coming down yet. If we open everything else, we will end up with everything dried out and dead. The only one that doesn't fall with is this one over here, which is also set to level 1. And that could actually make our water come into here faster. Because we just like completely and utterly usurped all of this. Pushing the water into there. But it's all right, I think. Let's keep an eye on it. We can see that this was not going to be a viable spot for the maple trees because it didn't say hydrated. This did dry out back in here though, I believe, so we did get that going. We can pay for a tunnel, we just don't have a tunnel. Two, 4, 6, 7, 27 blocks back to there. Right? And then over here, is it the same level? Is the wondering. Definitely yes. It is. I kind of should have figured that. Never mind. That was a dumb thing. But I think this one probably would need to be too wide. And then that's gonna need why did they have to make sluices more difficult? Probably this fill valve. That's what I'm thinking. And then here in front of this, we would need I think 2s would probably be the best. This needs metal though, so we can't do any of that. We got a little hole there that we probably want to take care of before we did all of that. We are going to sit on all of that while we think about that. While we think about that. That also means that we could channel that one down and go out there too. Okay. Alrighty. So what if... Woo! We're flooding. We're flooding. Oh no. I bet y'all were like, Jess. Jess. What you doing, Jess? Oh my gosh. Okay. That should start to balance out. I think. Well, there get some wet fur bonuses over here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Just takes a minute. An even longer minute when you forget about it, and the poor things are trying to do it all. Alrighty. Very good, very nice. I do think I want to plant some more sunflowers over here. How far can this guy reach? 2 more blocks. There we go. And I'm gonna plant... Should we start some wheat? Let's start some wheat as well. Because what that'll do is we can start stockpiling that. Wheat. Wheat. All right. These guys over here are just churning away. Oh, look at that. Well, look at that. I know I said we were leaving, but then I realized the water was, you know... Holy cats, they've already got all of that done. It's coming along. It is coming along. Now, since we have mine shaft over here, we might think about metal smelting and all of that sort of stuff over in here. We could tie it into this side of this power, and then it wouldn't be quite so far from there. This also requires power, right? Yeah, 200. So we're gonna have to bring power over from here to this ancient aquifer drill, and I'm not quite certain how the power goes into that. I'm assuming like right there. But, she says, I'm also thinking that instead of putting like regular power lines here, why don't we throw in some windmills? If we put in those would, I mean, they take a lot of... If we put one of these here, right? Can we put a windmill on top of it? We can. Very good, very nice. But I think what we probably want to do is come all the way out. Right? Because then it would be 1, 2, 3... I think we can put another one. Yep, right there. Okay. Let's take that guy out. And we'll just make this very power laden right in here. We can do the same thing on the other side. Once they get that guy built, we'll just come along here and build windmills and powerify this whole entire area. I know that's not a word. But anyways, that is what we've got for today. It was very chill, wasn't it? No disasters except for that little bit of flooding there at the end. No real problems. I am going to turn on the water pumps again. Although I think most of our water storage is full at this point. So it's not really a huge thing. I do think we need to get, and I'm going to throw this in my notes for next time. I think we should probably put a couple of lightos down here. I think if we put them right in there, we might be good. Or maybe we come off of this area where we've already got this. I don't know, but we need some more of the happiness things for our beavers. They did get that other house built. That's part of the reason why we had so much going on there for a little bit. But that is all we've got time for today. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of chill beaver building and planning for our power. Some pretty major power, I think. I'm not exactly certain. I didn't look when I was placing these. If we take one of these out and put it back, it should tell us. Or not. Oh my God. You guys are probably laughing so bad at me right now. Power. Oh my God. Can we just not mention that? Let's just not mention it. Let's just not mention the fact that I put in power wheels instead of water wheels. We're going to just close on that. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you so much for being here. And I'm hoping that our thought for windmills still works. Yes. I hope you all have had a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope the rest of it is even more wonderful. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my gosh, that was such a bonehead thing to do.